All right, so welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're here with me, and thank you so much for showing up to my first online yoga class. I'm really happy to be here with you all, and it's yeah, a totally new experience, and also really wonderful that I can offer this. I think, okay, we just want to make sure everyone's muted. If you're not muted and you know how to mute yourself, please do that just to keep the background noises out. Okay. All right, so I know a lot of you already. Some of you I'm just meeting now, but I'm so glad that you're here. So we're going to do some Kundalini yoga today. I know a lot of you have done Kundalini yoga before, and for some of you, you're totally new to it. And this is an opportunity for pretty much anyone of any level to come together. We're going to do some breathing. We're going to do some movements. We're going to do some mantras. And part of what really inspired me to share this is these are all really useful tools at this moment. They're useful tools for most moments, but in particular with all the changes that are taking place in the world right now, this is particularly a powerful time to come together and practice. And I also mentioned that it's a new moon, and I'll share a little bit more about that as we go along. Oh shoot, I don't want to get text messages during, well, it'll happen. Okay, so what was I saying? I lost it. Let me check the chat. New moon, thank you. I'll talk a little bit more about the new moon, but the new moon is another particular powerful time to come together, to bring our awareness inside and to do some tending to our inner space, and then also to really start to vision for, what do you want for the next month? There's so much uncertainty in the world right now, and so much is rapidly changing, and there's so many things that might feel out of your control right now. And part of what I want to offer in this space today is for us to really tune into what is the highest potential of the next month for me. What's the best version of the next month for me? And so that's something that I invite you to consider as we're coming into our bodies and as we're coming into our breath. And there's a lot that we can't control, and there's a lot that we can control. And what we can control is what we're doing with our inner world and what we're doing with our attention and our awareness. And my hope is that everything that I share with you today is going to support you with that. Let's see, what's the chat say? If you want to turn off the text ping, go to settings, notifications. Text ping. Okay, I don't know if I can do it right now, but thank you for that. Yeah, okay. Wait, on your laptop. Yeah, I know, I can do that on my laptop. Now the window's all big. Let's see. I think I'll just hope that no one people stop texting me. Thanks, Juniper. Okay, so So let's see, I'm just going to change the view for a moment. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me very well, my name's Kirsten, and I teach yoga and I teach Kundalini yoga in Davis, and I also have a private integrative healing practice where I use a variety of modalities to help people release trauma, to help people release trauma, negative imprints, heal from things like PTSD, heal from negative experiences and imprints in order to really expand into their full self. And Kundalini yoga is one of the powerful modalities that I like to use in my practice. So it's one way that we can really do a significant amount of healing just through our breath and our awareness and these physical movements and sounds that we're going to make. So again, I'm so glad that you're here. And for anyone who totally loves this practice, I'll just mention that I am going to offer a 10-week Kundalini yoga series that will start next Tuesday at 4 o'clock. It'll be the same time on Tuesday for the following 10 weeks. So that is an option, and I'll share a little bit more about that at the end of our class today. So let's dive in. I invite you to take a moment and to just come into a seated position, close down your eyes, bringing your awareness inside. And taking a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Good, and continue to breathe just like that, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Good, and as we start to breathe in this way, you're going to start to access your parasympathetic nervous system. And this brings the body into a deeper state of relaxation and opens you to a healing experience. So continuing to inhale through your nose, just acknowledging whatever you're feeling in this moment, and then exhaling through your mouth. And just with your breath and your intention, easily and effortlessly releasing any tension or any stress that you might be carrying right now. Good, so we're going to take the next hour or so to start to slow down. And tend to our inner space. Inhaling through your nose, acknowledging what's true for you in this moment. And then exhaling, releasing what can be released right now. Good. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tune in. This is something that we do at the beginning of every Kundalini yoga class. We tune in with a mantra. I'm going to type it in the chat in case anyone wants to read it. The mantra is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Oops. I want to send that to everybody. Everyone. Okay. Let me try that again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So a big part of this practice is that it allows us to we use the sound current to start to vibrate the body. And this particular mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, is about bowing to our inner wisdom, really connecting to our intuition and our inner wisdom. And also connecting to our angels, our spirit guides, any of the unseen forces that are here to support us during this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to chant the mantra Ong, O-N-G, Ong, and we'll do a long Ong. And for a moment, I want you to just practice taking a deep breath and just chanting Ong. Om. And as you noticed, as I was chanting that, I kind of started to pull it up into my nasal cavity. You can practice that at home right now. See if you can start to really emphasize that NG. Om. There's a way that you can start to vibrate the nasal cavity. And as we vibrate the nasal cavity, you can stimulate and start to decalcify the pineal gland. So we're going to do a long Om Namo Guru Dev Namo, and we're going to do it 3 times. So go ahead and rub your hands together. So here we're taking the 2 polarities, the polarities that are in our hands, we're rubbing them together, stimulating the nerve endings, stoking that inner fire. And then go ahead and press your palms together. The thumbs will come up to the sternum. Let's lift up through the heart. And as much as you can, we want to create a nice clear channel from the base of the spine up to the crown. So you're going to make sure the back of your neck is nice and straight. You're going to close down your eyes and then bring your gaze to the third eye point. The third eye point, this spot right between the brow. So your eyes are going to go slightly inward and upward. And you know that you found that point when you feel a little stretch in the optic nerve. It has a certain feeling to it, and see if you can find that spot. Good, and now let's inhale deeply. And exhale all the air out. Let yourself empty all the way. And then we'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Beautiful. Inhale again. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Beautiful. And now inhale deeply and suspend your breath. And then squeeze the root. So you're going to squeeze the sex organs, the anus, the navel comes in slightly. You're going to squeeze that root and start to draw the energy up the spine. Good. And now exhale and release. And now we're going to do another mantra. I'm going to type this one into the chat just so that you can see it written out. This is Ad Gure Name. Jugad Gure Name. Oh wait, I'm like not sure how to spell this phonetically very well. Actually, I'm just going to say it. Ad Gure Name. Jugad Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Siddhi Gur De Ve Name. And this mantra, all of these mantras are in a language called Gurmukhi, by the way, which is a poetic form of Sanskrit. This mantra is a way to create a circle of protection. As you chant this mantra, we're going to envision yourself surrounded in a beautiful white light. So bringing your palms together, and we'll chant this one 3 times. Inhale to begin. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Gur De Ve Name. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Gur De Ve Name. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Gur De Ve Name. And now inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Holding it gently, feeling the space around you expand. Feeling the light all around you, above you, and below you. And exhale, release. And we're going to start with a little warm up. We're going to start by warming up the spine a little bit. So go ahead, and we're going to start on our hands and knees. So you're going to come into a position like this with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And we're going to inhale, bringing the head up. And exhale, we're going to curl in. So moving with the breath, inhaling, opening up through the heart. And then exhaling, curling in, bringing the navel towards the spine as you squeeze the air out. Good. And now continue this motion at your own pace with each inhale, inhaling, opening, stretching up. Exhale, curling in. Good. Inhaling and opening the heart. Really feeling the length of your spine from the top of the spine all the way to the base of the tailbone. And with each breath, creating a little bit more space in the spine, starting to get that spinal fluid moving. And beginning to deepen your breath. So with each inhale, inhaling more air in. With each exhale, exhaling more air out. Beautiful. Just like that. Keeping the eyes closed. Keeping your awareness in your inner space. Good. And then bringing your gaze to that third eye point again. So the eyes are closed and you're finding that third eye point. Good. And as your spine starts to warm up, you can even start to pick up the pace. It can even be a quicker, more rhythmic pace, but just notice whatever your body, whatever pace your body wants to move right now. Whatever is most nourishing in this moment. Beautiful. Keep going a little bit longer. Good. We'll just go for a few more seconds. And then on your next inhale, let's inhale, opening, bringing the head up. And exhale, curling in. And then inhaling, relaxing. And if it feels comfortable for you, going and pressing back onto your heels, bringing your head to the ground. Beautiful. And just resting right here, bringing the third eye to the floor, connecting with the earth beneath you. And take a moment just to make an intention for the next hour. Even if there's just some word, some essence that you'd like to embody, maybe for this moment, or maybe even for the next month. But taking a moment just to consider what do I want to embody? How do I want to feel? Who do I want to be in this moment? Good, and now let's take it, and on your next inhale, go ahead and slowly roll yourself back up. And we'll come into a seated position. So whatever seated position is comfortable for you will work. You could do crossed legs crossed. If it's more comfortable to sit on your heels, you can sit on your heels. If it's more comfortable to sit on a chair, you can sit on a chair. And so we're gonna do a breath now called the breath of fire. Breath of fire is an amazing thing that we can do. An amazing way that we can breathe. So breath of fire is, and many of you are familiar. If you're not familiar, we'll just practice. I think the easiest way to learn breath of fire is we're going to start to just pant like a dog. So sticking your tongue out. Good, just like that. So as I'm doing that, my navel is coming in. You're emphasizing the exhale. And the navel is coming in with each exhale. And then try just closing the mouth, bringing the tongue in, and letting the breath go in and out through the nose. Good, so the breath is coming in and out through the nose. You're pumping your navel, so the breath is initiated from the navel. Now we're going to bring our arms up to a 60-degree angle. And I need to make sure you can see my hands. So I'm going to bring my hands, curl the fingers in, and put the thumb straight up. Good, and keep going just like that. Closing the eyes down, bringing your gaze to the third eye point. And continue that breath of fire. Now, the only time you wouldn't want to do this breath is if you're on the first couple days of your menstrual cycle, or if you're pregnant. So if that is the case for you right now, go ahead and just do long, deep breathing. And for everyone else, just practice this breath of fire in and out through the nose. Because really it's an incredible breath. So just 3 minutes of breath of fire really increases the lung capacity. You're cleansing the blood, you're strengthening your nervous system, right? So as you're pumping your navel right now, you can just imagine that with each breath, you're getting stronger, you're getting brighter, you're filling your aura with this beautiful light. And the thing about the aura, is that the aura is really the space around your body. It's what protects you. Good. Keep going a little bit longer, keeping your arms up at 60-degree angle if you can. I know that part can be challenging, but see if you can just really give it your all right now. Of course, also taking care of your body, but just see what can happen if you keep going a little bit longer with this breath. Okay, this is an amazing way to keep our lungs healthy, to start to release anything that's in the lungs and to expand our lung capacity, strengthen the lungs. We'll go just a little bit longer, 10 more seconds. Good, and now inhale deeply. Bring your thumbs to touch overhead. Radiate the fingers out, just like this. Radiating the fingers out, closing the eyes down, squeezing the root, draw the energy up the spine. Good, and exhale, slowly bring your arms down. And close down the eyes and just bring your awareness into your inner space right now. Really noticing the effects of that. And that was not very long. That was maybe, I'm not sure, I lost track, but probably like a minute and a half. And just notice the effects of just doing that for that short amount of time. This is a beautiful breath to build up over time, and we'll be doing that. We'll be building this breath in the next class series that I'll share more about at the end. So now we're going to bring our hands to our ankles. And we're going to inhale the heart forward and exhale, bring it back. Inhale the heart forward and exhale it back. So in a way, we're initiating this movement from the pelvis. With each inhale, the pelvis tilts forward. With each exhale, the pelvis tilts back. And the heart comes forward and back. And we're really syncing up our breath and our movement. So that's another component of Kundalini yoga, really syncing up the breath and the movement. So so in this case, you're inhaling, coming forward right on the exhale. As soon as you start to inhale, so as soon as you start to exhale, you're coming back. And then once you've got it, you can close down your eyes. And again, see if you can find that third eye point right between the brow. And again, you can move at your own pace with this. So what's important is that you're moving with your breath. But you might, right now, you might want to do that more, more of a quicker, more rhythmic movement, or maybe you want to go a little bit slower. Whatever feels most nourishing to your body in this moment. So we're stimulating and we're stretching the lower and the mid spine in this exercise. Beautiful. Keep going a little bit longer. So what you'll find in a Kundalini yoga practice is that we're systematically doing different exercises to move the energy from the base of the spine up to the higher centers. So one of the ideas with Kundalini yoga is that that Kundalini energy that we're speaking of actually lives at the base of the spine. And through these exercises, we can start to gently awaken that energy, bringing it into the upper centers and bringing more awareness to our experience and to our reality. Beautiful. Now inhale deeply and suspend the breath. Go ahead and squeeze that root again. If you're not in the first couple of days of your menstrual cycle, squeeze the root by squeezing your anus, sex organs. Navel comes in, drawing the energy up, really focusing on that third eye point. Beautiful. Now exhale and release. And then just with your eyes closed, just let yourself receive. Just let yourself notice and receive that experience. Really experience yourself in this moment. You know, what's happening in your body right now? Next, we're going to bring our hands to our shoulders. So the hands are to your shoulders. As you can see, my arms are parallel to the ground. And this time we're going to inhale and just twist a little bit to the left. And exhale and twist to the right. Inhale left, exhale right, moving at your own pace. Good, and as usual, closing down the eyes, bringing that gaze to that third eye point. Good, just another way that we're stretching the spine. Another way that we're oxygenating ourselves. Synchronizing the breath and the movement. With each exercise, just do your best. If at any point you need to slow down or you need to take a break, always honor your body. And see if you can find that balance between or notice the difference between honoring your body and then also challenging yourself in moments when you would benefit by challenging and going a little bit longer. Okay, now we're going to inhale to the center and suspend the breath. Again, squeeze the root, drawing the energy up the spine. And exhale, release. And again, take a moment to just be inside of yourself. Be inside of yourself. Notice the effects of these little exercises that we're doing. So we're alternating between doing these exercises, really putting your whole self into the exercise, and then completely relaxing and receiving the benefits of the exercise. Okay, our next exercise, you're going to come so that, let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Okay, so you're going to bring your legs out in front. Feet are flexed. And if this is available to you, you're going to hold on to your big toes with these two fingers. You're going to hold on to your big toes, and then you're going to press your thumb into the toenail, if this is available. If this is too much, you can always bring your hands here, or even back here if you don't have a lot of flexibility right here. So we're going to always work with the body. But if you're here, we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, exhale, pulling forward and down. And then just doing some deep, powerful breathing here. As you inhale, you can come up a little bit, lengthening through the spine. With each exhale, we're going to come and press forward and down, coming deeper into the stretch. Using deep, powerful breathing into any areas in the body where you feel tightness. Good. Being gentle with the body, being gentle, being loving with the body. Just gentle opening, gentle stretching. Keep going a little bit longer. And now we're going to inhale and hold the breath. And then exhale all the air out, coming down. And now inhale. Relax the legs. And the next exercise that we're going to do is we're going to, this one might be a little bit tricky, but there's modifications. So what you're going to do is we're going to start by taking the left heel, and you're going to put the left heel basically right at the base of your perineum. And what it's going to look like is it's like you're going to have one heel that's right there, and then the other leg is out straight. Now, one thing you can do if this position isn't working for you is you can put a blanket or a cushion under the left hip. That might help. Or just find some other version of this. If this position really isn't working very well for you, you could even just bring this leg up and come in another way. But see if this will work for you. And we're going to inhale the arms up. We're going to come over that right leg. You're going to hold on to that right toe. If you can reach the big right toe, you're going to wrap your fingers around it, pushing into the big toenail. We're going to inhale, we're going to lengthen up. Exhale, coming down. And from here, we're going to do that breath of fire thing that we just did. Breathing in and out through the nose, pumping the navel. Good, just like that. We'll just be here for a minute. So this is a beautiful way to, right now you're stimulating your digestive system, also stretching the sciatic nerve and bringing more circulation to the upper torso. Good, keep going 30 more seconds. Good, and now inhale and exhale and stretch the head and torso forward and down and hold the breath out briefly. Good, and now inhale, coming back up, and we're going to switch legs. Good, so finding a version of this with your other leg. Good, and then we'll inhale the arms up. And exhale, now stretching over the right leg, or the left leg. And wrapping your fingers around the toe if that's available to you, pressing into that toenail. Inhaling, stretching up, lengthening. Exhale, coming down. And from this point, again, beginning that breath of fire. In and out through the nose. Oxygenating the system, and then again, stimulating the digestive system. And the digestive system is really like the first part of our immune system. I feel like immunity really starts in our ability to eliminate toxins and to keep things flowing through our body. And so that is part of what you're doing right now with this breath. Good, just 10 more seconds to go. Beautiful, and inhale deeply. Exhale the air out, stretch forward and down. Hold the breath out for a moment. Good, and then inhale and release. And you can release both of the legs now. And then we're going to come into this position with our legs. Our legs are going to come wide now. Good, and now we're going to inhale the arms up. We're going to twist to the right side and exhale over the right leg. And then inhale back to the center, twisting to the left side, exhaling over the left leg. And then inhale back to the center and continue alternating legs. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you fold over. Beautiful, just like that. I love seeing you all doing yoga over there. It's a miracle, really, that we're doing yoga in all these different places all together at the same time. It just hit me a moment ago how miraculous this is. Beautiful. So this exercise that you're doing right now, it develops flexibility in your lower spine, in your sacrum, and it also charges the magnetic field. And when I say charge the magnetic field, same as building the aura. Through all of these exercises, we're really building up the space around our bodies. When we build up the space around our bodies and the energy field around our bodies, again, that's one of the ways that we can protect ourselves in a way that really filters the experiences that come to us. Good, we'll keep going just a little bit longer. Good, and now let's inhale to the center. And exhale. And you can bring your hands to your knees or out in front. And now we're just gonna inhale up and exhale gently coming forward, gently stretching into those legs. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, leaning in. Beautiful, just like that. Just gently stretching and opening. And with all these exercises, closing your eyes is most ideal. And if you notice your mind wandering, one tool you can use is silently inhaling the mantra Sat and exhaling the mantra Nam. Sat Nam means true name, true identity. We're going to use that mantra in a few more exercises. We're going to get to that mantra a little bit more, but it's just one way to focus the mind when we use it in this moment. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Connecting to the truth of who you are, connecting to your higher self. Good, and now let's inhale up. And exhale. And we're gonna now come into Cobra pose. So you're gonna come onto your belly like this. And there's a couple different versions of this. So I'll show you what full Cobra pose looks like. Full Cobra pose would be with your hands under your shoulders coming up like this. But if this feels like too much of a stretch right now, another great modification is to just come onto your shoulders into Sphinx. This one's called Sphinx. So you can also just come like this. So find which version works for you right now. And we're going to inhale up vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting up through the heart, looking up towards the sky. And from here, we're going to do that breath that we learned again, breath of fire. So from here, doing a breath of fire. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We're just going to do it for 1 minute, so give it your all. So doing the breath of fire in this moment, in this way, balances the sexual energy and draws the energy, the Kundalini energy, brings that up to start to circulate to the higher centers. And, you know, if you are on your moon cycle, just do long, deep breathing. Nice, long, deep breathing if you're in the first 1 to 3 days of your menstrual cycle, just long, deep breathing to avoid disrupting the flow. Good, and now inhale up. Squeeze the root. And exhale, coming back down. And just rest here for a moment, but you can bring your head to the floor. Just taking a little rest right here. Good, and we have just a few more exercises. You can go ahead and come on up. We're going to meet back in a seated position. We have just a few more exercises. Then we're going to have a deeper relaxation to start to integrate everything we just did. And then we're going to do a meditation at the end together. Okay, so now we're coming into a seated position. We're going to inhale the shoulders up to the ears and exhale, let them fall. Inhale, up, exhale. So we're going to breathe in and out through the nose. You can do this at, again, whatever pace you want to. The faster you go, the higher you'll probably get. In and out through the nose. This is an amazing way of releasing any tension you might be carrying in your shoulders. It's a common place for people to carry stress and fear in the shoulders. So as you're doing this, you're starting to release all of that. And again, as I mentioned, these exercises are all designed to systematically start to move energy from the base of the spine up to the higher centers. Now we're into the area of the higher centers. So now we're moving through that threshold of the neck and starting to move energy through this neck area. Okay, keep going a little bit longer, keeping the back of the neck straight if you can. Sometimes the chin comes back. See if you can keep the chin tucked down. We want to create a nice clear channel for that energy to move up. Good, and now inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze the root, draw the energy up. And exhale, release the shoulders. And now we're going to bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Let the chin come down to the chest. And inhale as you slowly roll up and back and around. Exhaling as the chin starts to come down. And inhaling as you start to roll up. Just keep going in one direction. I'll let you know when to go in the other direction. So this one can be nice and slow, really breathing into any areas of tightness and allowing the head to stretch all those muscles in the neck. Just with the weight of the head. The head can just roll and naturally stretching those muscles in the neck. Beautiful, and then inhaling to the center. And now let's take the left ear to the left shoulder. Chin comes down to the chest. And rolling back up and around. Now just gently rolling in the other direction, breathing into the neck. Good, and now let's inhale to the center. And exhale. And we have one more exercise to do before relaxation. So we're going to do what's called Sat Kriya. And Sat Kriya is a really powerful exercise. If it's available, you can come onto your heels. So you're sitting on the heels, if this is comfortable. And there's ways that you can make it comfortable, like you could put your cushion in between. That might be comfortable. Or some people like to roll a blanket under the ankles. Come into this position if you can. And if it's just not comfortable, you can really sit in any position that you want to sit in. But if this works for you, let's do this one. And we're going to bring our hands into Venus lock. So Venus lock, it's like the hands are crossed, the index fingers come up, and the thumbs cross. So, and so for women, the left thumb is over the right. For men, the right thumb is over the left. And so we're going to come into this mudra, or hand position, and we're going to use mantra Sat Nam. So what's going to happen is you're going to bring your arms straight up, and we're going to chant Sat. And as you chant Sat, the navel comes in, Sat. And as you chant Nam, the belly relaxes. And the whole time your attention is at your third eye point. So attention is at the third eye point and the navel point. Each time you chant Sat, the navel comes in and up. So in a way, it kind of pushes the sound out. Sat, like that. And then Nam, it relaxes. Really what this is doing is we're really bridging and creating a connection between our center of power and our intuition. So we're going to do this for 3 minutes. And I am going to, I know I haven't played music this whole time. Normally I play music, but it just felt like too much. Next class, I'll be playing music, but I have a track that we're going to do this to keep everyone at the same pace. Okay, so we're going to get into position. Closing the eyes down, bringing that gaze to your third eye point. Nam, Sat, 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 Nam, Nam, Sat, 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 Nam. Sat. 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 Nam. And now inhale deeply, keeping your arms up. Suspend the breath, squeeze the root. If you're not on your menstrual cycle, squeeze the root. Squeeze tight from the buttocks all the way up to the back, past the shoulders. Exhale all the air out, keep the arms up. Inhale again, inhale deeply. Mentally allow the energy to flow up through the skull, up to the heavens. And now exhale all the air out. And with all the air out, now we're going to again squeeze the root. Good, and now inhale. And exhale, relax, bringing the arms down. Well done, everyone. Now go ahead and you can just lie on down, doing whatever you need to do to get comfy. If you have a blanket and you want to cover yourself with a blanket, you could do that. But now we're just going to relax on your back. Good, and we're just going to allow yourself to fully relax and integrate the changes. So letting every part of you relax, including letting the whole body get soft as you start to sink into the floor. Good, doing whatever you need to do to get comfy. And then, yeah, just imagine yourself sinking a few inches into the floor. You're letting all parts of you get soft, and allowing yourself to fully relax and receive. Allowing yourself to be held and supported by the earth beneath you. Good, laying down, relaxing, integrating. Beautiful, just like that. And now inhale and exhale. And begin to make little movements with your fingers and your toes. And then making circles with your wrists and your ankles, circling them in one direction and then circling in the other direction. And now let's inhale, bringing the arms overhead, taking a nice long stretch from your fingers down to your toes, nice long stretch through the whole body. And exhale, relaxing the arms, bringing the right knee into your chest, sending it over the left side of the body, coming into a twist. Good, just like that, coming into a twist, breathing into the belly. Good, and then coming back to the center. Now let's take the left knee into the chest. Send it over the right side of the body, twisting in the other direction now. Good, really breathing into that lower belly, giving your amazing intestines a nice squeeze. Good, and now let's come back to the center and rub your hands, your palms of your hands and the soles of your feet together. So we're doing palms of the hands and soles of the feet. Good, stimulating all those nerve endings. Good, and then once your hands are nice and warm, go ahead and put your hands over your eyes. Blessing yourself, sending that love and that warmth in through the eyes. And then open your eyes as you slowly pull your hands away from your eyes, looking into your palms. Good, as the eyes focus, this is a type of eye yoga. Focusing the eyes as you pull your hands away. Beautiful, and now let's bring the knees into the chest. And we'll rock side to side, massaging the lower back. Beautiful, just like that. Good. And then rocking forward and back until you rock yourself all the way back up to a seated position. Oh my gosh, it's fine. It's finally raining here at my house. You might be able to hear, maybe you can hear the rain on the roof. I have a thin roof, which has great rain sounds. Wow, it's coming down for the first time. I've been waiting all day for this. Okay. So we have just a little bit more time, and I wanted to, oh, Israel says it's raining in Santa Cruz too. Awesome. Yay. Oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, it's significant. That's exciting. Okay, so we have just a little bit more time. We're gonna do a brief mantra meditation before we end our class. And then I'll be here a little bit after 5:30 to, I can share with you a little bit more if you're into this, if you're like, yeah, I wanna do this every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I am gonna be teaching a new series that starts next Tuesday. So I'll share a little bit more about that at the end for anyone who's interested and wants to stay and hear about that. And then we can also, I can answer any questions you have about Kundalini yoga or whatever that you might have at the end as well for anyone who wants to stick around. Okay, so this is a mantra meditation. So there's so many Kundalini yoga meditations, and there's just so many amazing different kinds of meditations. Some of them use mantras, some of them are silent. This is a mantra meditation, very simple, simple but very powerful. So many of you are probably familiar with the chakra system, which I'll be sharing more in the new series. But basically, we have these energy centers basically all along from the base of the spine all the way up through the body, all the way up to the crown. And so this is one way that we can balance our energy centers and in a way just kind of clear ourselves out in this beautiful way through the sound current that we can create for ourselves. So one of the amazing things about mantra is that we can vibrate our bodies using sound current, and it has an amazing effect on the body, as many of you probably know already. So the mantra we're going to use now is Sat Nam, which is what we you can use Sat Nam in lots of ways. We did the Sat Nam a little while ago. Now we're going to do a long Sat Nam. So we're going to do a full breath Sat Nam, inhaling. Actually, I'll demonstrate first. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands to our thumbs to our sternum, our hands together, sitting up nice and straight, because again, we want to create that clear channel from the base to the crown. And we're going to take a deep inhale, and we're going to chant Sat Nam. So it's a long Sat, and as you're chanting it, I want you to visualize you're pulling it, and you can kind of pull up through the root as you're chanting it, but really visualize it coming from the root all the way up to the third eye. That's where we do t, Sat. And then the Nam, we're going to take that energy and we're going to do a short Nam, and it's just going to spill out through the crown and into the aura. And in a way, we're kind of creating a torus, for those of you who think about the torus. But we're pulling, and as we're pulling the sound current up through each of our energy centers or each of our chakras, we're really clearing out the central channel. So it's a beautiful, a really beautiful cleansing breath. And so we're just gonna keep going for a little while. We're running out of time. We're gonna just do it a little bit and we're gonna go over a few minutes, and I hope you guys can stay the whole time, and if not, I understand. But we need to do at least 3 minutes of long sat nams. Okay. So bringing your thumbs to the sternum, lifting up through the heart. Let's inhale. Exhale all the air out. And now we'll inhale to begin. We'll do one more inhale. And now just coming to stillness and silence. Just enjoying being you in this moment. Enjoying your inner space. Enjoying the miracle of your existence. And now bringing your hands to your heart, we're going to end with the Long Time Sunshine song, which is a song I like to sing at the very end of every Kundalini yoga class. And really, it's a blessing song. So We're going to sing it 3 times. And the first time, I want you to sing it to yourself, like really singing it to yourself and singing it to your soul and singing it to really all parts of yourself. The second time, we'll sing it for everyone who's here today. And the third time, I want you to sing it and send that blessing out to anyone you want to send that to. Anyone, which could include many in the world. You could send it to the whole world if you wanted, or the whole universe if you really wanted to go all out. So it's a simple song. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds you, and may the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds you, and may the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds you, and may the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds you, and may the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Let's do one more long sat nam before to close our session. No, we'll do 3 more long sat nams to close our practice today. Inhale deeply. Sat nam. Sat nam. Sat nam. May we all move forward connected to our beauty and our essence and our love and our strength and our resilience. And may our practice today ripple out in beautiful ways across this planet. Thank you so much for being here with me. Sat Nam.
Thank you, Kristen. That was wonderful.
You're so welcome.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed that. It was my first time doing that.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad.
Thank you, Kirsten.
It's so good to see you, Tracy.
Love. Thank you. Will you send an email about the classes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will send an email about the 10 class series. Yeah, it's going to be online. So it was originally going to be in person. Now it's going to be online. I'm offering it online. There's a chance we might get to do it in person and online if the in Davis as well. So, but if there's anyone who wants to be a part of that, the series is Kundalini Yoga for Love and Resilience. And we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing a bunch of yoga and meditations to, again, cultivate more love and resilience within ourselves. And also, it'll be a lot about strengthening our immune systems, doing a lot of breath work, strengthening our respiratory system, our lung capacity. We'll also be just moving into creativity and just really opening. My hope is for this new series to really open us up to all the possibilities that are really available during this time. So it's a crazy time on the planet, and despite all the changes and all the challenges that that everyone's going through in their own way, they're really, I really feel that there's this opportunity to really connect to our strength and to use this as an opportunity for transformation and evolution, to upgrade ourselves, and to really take our lives to another level. So that, if you're interested in being a part of that, we're going to be doing that every Tuesday at 4 o'clock for 10 weeks. So starting next Tuesday, March 31st, and going to June 2nd. And what else is there to say about that? So the price of the series right now, the early bird price is available. It's $125 for the whole series, and I think early bird price was supposed to go till the end of today. So if you sign up by the end of today, you can do the early bird price. But if there's anyone who really wants to be a part of that of this new series and is having and finances are hard right now, please send me an email and let me know, because I also I want anyone who is feeling called to be a part of this new series to be a part of it. Let me just check the chat real quick. How do we sign up? So yeah, you can sign up on my website in the workshops section of the website. There will be a link to sign up online. And I can also email you a link. Will it be recorded? Yes, my plan is to record this class. So if you aren't able to come every week at 4 o'clock, on Tuesdays, I will be recording the class. So you can, and even if you are, the cool thing about being able to record the class, oops, oh no. Oh no.
You're still there if you're
I'm still here. Okay, thank you. I lost the screen. I was like, where did everyone else go? I'm glad I'm still here. Thank you for telling me that. Anyways, I was saying I can't see anyone anymore, but I was just saying that the cool thing is that I can record the class, and let me see, how can I find you all again? I can record the class, and so even if you are here at 4 o'clock, you could do the class again later in the week if you wanted, or if you miss a class, you can still do the class. Okay, here we go. I see you all again. And I think I'm going to get better at this, and I think it's going to get smoother. This was my first run at this, and I think it's just going to get more and more refined. Yeah, so yeah, anyone can attend from anywhere. Yes, the whole series. Let me see if there's any. Jonathan says, what type of yoga is this called? This is called Kundalini yoga. It's an old kind of yoga. Will it be recorded? Yes. Oh, thank you everyone who's here. And yeah, the website here. I'll type my website into the comments right now. So if you want to go there, you can. So it's Kirsten Elise. Oops. Let's see, to everyone. So you go to kirstenelise.com and then you go to the workshop section, and there's a picture of me with a rainbow around, a rainbow coming out of my hands, and that's the one. Oh, Bianca, I'm so glad. Yay, you're gonna join us. Wonderful. Yes, that's wonderful news. Any other questions while we're here about the new class or about anything else? You can type it into the chat, or you can unmute yourself and say anything out loud. No? Okay, well, thank you so much. It's so great to see all of you here. Yeah, everyone I know and everyone I don't know. I think I know most of you, but yeah, it's so wonderful to have you here. And I just feel like it's so great that we can do this practice together, because I I thought, I was like, oh, I could just cancel my Kundalini class since we can't meet. But really, I just feel like this practice and this particular type of ancient technology is really so important as a tool to get to release stress, to move through emotions, to strengthen our nervous systems, our immune systems, our glandular systems. Like, really, this is a moment to really strengthen ourselves, and to this is one way that we can move through emotions. We can move through any stuckness, any releasing tension that we're taking on. It's an intense time to be on the planet, and my hope is that this yoga can be a resource for you as a way of really transforming your experience, really transforming everything that feels hard, everything that feels limiting, and really opening up to what's possible for each of you during this time. Because again, like, I really feel like there's so many opportunities to adapt and shift focus and realign with ourselves in a way that that maybe wouldn't happen if we didn't have these particular challenges that are coming up at a time like this. So yeah, that's really what's going to be the focus for the journey ahead. And again, I'd love to have anyone who feels inspired to be a part of it. And yeah, and also, again, if money's an issue, please reach out to me. I want everyone to be able to join if this calls to you and would be supportive for you. Let me just check if there's any other questions. Oh, Sarita says, I miss the Davis community. Sending love from Ashland, Oregon. Yeah, the Davis community misses you too. Yes, and you're welcome to refer the classes to anyone. If there's anyone you know who might benefit from being a part of this new series, any help sharing the word is appreciated. Thank you, Israel, for offering to do that. Any other thoughts or questions? I love seeing you all. I love seeing Lauren in Santa Cruz, who's been wanting to take a Kundalini class for a while. So glad you got to be here. And Ryan and I canvassed for Bernie Sanders together a few weeks ago. Yeah, it's good to see you, Ryan. And Yoel, who I haven't seen in years. So good to see you, Yoel. And that must be your lady who's next to you there. Hi, good to meet you.
Hi, I'm Beth. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Beth.
Thank you so much for the class. This is our 6th day of doing Kundalini yoga together, so
That's wonderful.
time to like really start a practice because I've been called to do that. So this is so nice to have a live teacher because we've been doing stuff online and some other stuff online. So thank you so much. I loved it.
Oh, you're so welcome, Beth. I'm so glad you guys could be here.
Thanks. And our dog.
And that's your dog. Yeah, I know. Dogs really get into it when people get on the ground to start doing yoga. I notice dogs like really like to participate. Yeah. All right, loves. All right, I think that's all I got for right now, but I hope to see, I know I'm going to see some of you next week on Tuesday. And yeah, I wish you all a really beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to stay connected. All right, sending you so much love, everyone.
Thanks, Kirsten.
Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, it's hard to leave. Y'all are so sweet.